Hello.
Welcome in. My camera is disgusting. It's gonna be it is what it is today. I just got off work and I don't want to fix it.
Well, I
welcome
mean,
in welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the unfortunately final episode of this game. Life kind of got in the way of this GM. But we'll go around. We'll have everybody introduce themselves again, just to give us a reminder of who they are, and then we'll see if somebody would like to give us a quick refresher of what happened, because uh, I like to see somebody else take the spotlight when it comes to refresher, since I mainly have most of the night for the stories. But I will start off with introductions. My name is Raybo. I will be the GM for tonight of this wonderful game. Um, and with these lovely players, we've had a great time, and it was great getting to know them. Hopefully, in the future, we'll be able to pick this game up again. And with that, I'll leave it to whoever would like to go next.
I can start off. I'm not going to give the recap because my notes are crap, but I'll introduce myself anyway. My name's Tom, called Bolthra on the internet, and I am playing Timothy Harris. And I will pass it then on to Franklin.
Hey, I'm Franklin, and I'm playing Sebastian Cooper. I'm the doctor of the group.
I'm Jeffrey Gilbank, and I'll be playing Jasper Quinn, the detective of the group, and I nominate Renee for the recap.
You're
Second.
it.
I mean, you are the face.
I am. I'm Diver. I'm playing Renee Duchalet, famous world-renowned magician who is perhaps too good at his magic sometimes for his own good. I'm playing him, and then I will let Sedona introduce herself and then give the recap, since I've been nominated for that.
Hi, I'm Gwen Jacobs, and I'll be playing Sedena Maxwell. Take it away, Renee.
So last time, with our brave our group here, they all came together, summoned by the lighthouse keeper. I think that's what he's called.
Lightkeeper. Yep.
Yeah, lightkeeper. Okay. So they were summoned to the secret place, which is behind a secret bookshelf and everything. Very, very stylish. And
Obscura, you might say.
Scary. Yeah. And so they all came together, introduced themselves. This group has been around each other for a while. Renee had the joy and pleasure of introducing Sedina to the group as their newest member. The Lightkeeper made it clear that an agent of theirs was missing, had gone missing. He was last seen near some warehouses, because it's always warehouses, and that's where all the shady stuff goes down. There was also a world exposition that was happening, and these two places were of particular interest in that they perhaps held some information about this agent's disappearance. And so the group decides, after Jasper earlier in the night had been kind of skulking around the warehouses and detecting, and as he is wont to do. So Renee jumped on that and said, "Oh, well, that sounds great. Let's go there, since you already saw some shady stuff going down there." And other members of the group encountered or had some weird encounters, like Dr. Sebastian Cooper had a patient come in that he had never seen before, and she apparently was around the warehouse area, and she had some bleed on her, which is like some weird magical stuff that happens to you when you encounter it. He has a whole vial of that stuff. So the group was like, okay, the warehouses seem pretty suspicious, so they all went there. They were being patrolled, guarded by certain shadowy, suspicious-looking characters who were doing their rounds. And so the group needed a distraction. So who stepped up to the plate, along with advertising his show? This guy right here. So he gets up, he pulls the rabbit out of his hat, and distracts everyone so that everybody but the good doctor who decided to watch his show could go and try to break into the warehouse. And after giving the not correct password, Timothy breaks into the warehouse and bonks Elias, the doorman, over the head.
He did knock, actually.
He knocked first, and then he knocked Elias on the head.
Yes.
So yeah, there was some gun pointing and pistol whipping, and it was awesome. And,
a knock situation.
Exactly, it's a knock situation, and so once that had been done, the group kept the door open with a little bit of a door stopper or something there. Renee, seeing this, decided that was the end of his show, and everybody would definitely come to his future performances because it went off like Roman candles, like firecrackers. Was awesome. And to further distract the patrolling guards, he basically said that those guys had free golden tickets to his next show, and also they were like going to treat the whole crowd to free drinks at the nearby pub. So it was awesome. The crowd mugged those guys and carried them off, and Renee and the good doctor went to the door, and they get slipped inside, and then they all proceeded to interrogate Elias, the doorman, for everything he knew and everything he saw and everything like that. And there was a number of doors inside, and Elias talks about suspicious people who have been coming and going. And then at the end of the room or whatever, there's a hallway with staircase that leads down, and nobody's ever come back up those stairs. It's fairly spooky. The suspicion is that there's another way out because some of those people are still around. But yeah, it's a one-way stairway. You go down, you don't come back. And so we were trying to get Elias to cooperate and go down the steps, but Elias was like a cat with a bathtub. He's paws in the air, like no, I can't do this. I will not do this. I can't. No. And so we're like, fine, Elias, and we decided to tie him up and gag him, and that's where we pick up today.
Brava, brava,
yeah,
brava, brava.
Storyteller, if I missed anything or left any important details out, feel free to fill those in.
I think you covered
it.
Yeah.
You covered everything perfectly. Great. So we'll just pick up from there.
Yeah.
So jumping right in before we get to our intrepid adventurers at the top of the stairs, we're going to float up with some bubbles. Odd color bubbles, green bubbles, coming from some sort of source. We don't know where. Coming up, a thick liquid. A liquid you can tell is just very viscous, very, very, just like I said, just very thick. The bubbles come to the surface and pop, and we look around and see darkness except for the green of whatever's in the water. We see a couple bodies standing, sitting, laying. There's a few things around this room that we can't quite focus in on. We hear some voices that are too far away to understand, but so close we can hear them chanting. We leave the voices and follow the hallway. Going through the hallway and twisting, turning. This seems like this place was dug through, like there was a certain reason to go this way. And we keep following. There's no offshoot. This tunnel was built with a purpose, but this tunnel is is definitely twisting. It's definitely turning, but it seems like it has a purpose. It seems like there's a reason why there are so many twists and turns and odds and ends, and it seems like there's a pattern that is coming with it. We reach the end of the path, and there's a set of stairs going up. We go up to the set of the stairs to see our intrepid adventurers. Adventurers, what do?
Do we smell anything?
So there's definitely a smell that you have just wafting around you. I mean, you come in from outside, which is shoreline, so you've got your shoreline smell of just the sea and the stuff and the fish and the stuff that come in from there. In this, it seems like they've been trying to cover it up with some sort of, like, let's say incense or something like that, just something to try to cover up that smell, but it kind of mixes instead of covers. So it's kind of off-putting to begin with, but there is a just like a draft coming up from the stairs. I mean, it's not heavy. It's just like you would have a drafty window, and not really a smell from there yet, but definitely a draft.
Okay.
I would like to have some container vials and take a sample of the green ooze for later analysis.
Okay, you don't see any green ooze yet. That was just
The
that was just setting up the scene.
Yeah.
You're not there yet.
Yeah, we don't see it yet.
You haven't seen it.
We haven't
That was
gotten
just-
down there.
That was me setting up the scene. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No,
So
the audience knows what's down there. We
But
don't.
guess what? You'll be able to take it later
so
if you survive. I mean, what?
I want to do one last thing with the Durgod. What's the name?
Elijah.
I have a bleed vial on me.
Mhm.
I want to show it to him, and I want to ask, has he seen this before? And I want to get a read of him.
Okay. Is this before you gagged him, I'm guessing?
Huh?
Is this before you gag him, I'm guessing?
Does it matter?
I mean, he can shake his head.
I mean, yeah. So, all right. So you and he's just like,
If he's gagged, he can't verbally answer you. So
yeah. So yeah, he just shakes his head no. If
Okay.
you want to get a read, go ahead. Give me a read roll.
Yeah, I want to get a read. Okay.
Yeah, go for it. Now remember what he told you all. This is very like section. This group is very like you do this job, like union but rougher. So
Woohoo! I got a 5 on the Gilded.
5 on the Gilded. As far as you know, reading body language, like the minuscule things of the face and stuff like that, being able to see what you can see, even though he is gagged. He's telling the truth. He hasn't really seen, like, I mean, besides the stuff in the carpet, that sometimes just disappear without a detector. He hasn't really seen. His literal job is to deal with this door, or with that door.
Okay. So with the group, there's one of two things I think we can do. We can head downstairs and just screw it and just go on down, or we can go to the World Exhibition Hall at the Great War Memorial,
Mhm.
and ask around there. That's
I mean, my vote is to go downstairs and carry Elias with us if need be. He can't be that heavy, and many hands make light work. So we just simply, Tim here will give him another bonk on the head. He'll be out cold and he won't be able to resist or struggle anymore. We'll carry him down in case anything down there is hungry and feed him to it. If need be.
Timothy gave him his word.
Yeah.
that
And,
he wouldn't-
I understand the good intentions behind that, but every now and again, sacrifices need to be made. So
Then you go first.
no, I'm no good at talking to things that want to try to eat me. So we don't know what's down there, and I'd much prefer to have that kind of information before I take the lead. So
Come on, Renee. Where's your sense of adventure?
Yeah, just like I ran into the war, you're gonna lead from the rear.
Heyo. Waka waka.
Well,
Oh,
I think if it's a matter of who's going down first, then I shall go. And I start walking downstairs.
Sedina, I admire your bravery. You're a courageous person, and
I
I salute you.
I don't know why I don't believe that.
beat me to it by 1 second, and Jasper will follow.
All right, then Timothy's gonna see. He's got his heavy weapon, so he's probably got like a rifle or something that he's gonna produce. And all right,
So then the doctor and I will carry Elias.
I don't think we need him. Don't torture the man.
You
Leave him
sure? I feel
positive.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
all
you're
right.
just being overly cruel, Renee.
If this comes back and bites us in the ass in a very literal way, I'm blaming you. Okay.
if we have asses to bite, then yeah, and we survive this, come back
Yeah.
and blame me all you want.
Okay. All right. You know what? You know. Okay. Just so long as you agree to that, I'm gonna hold you to your word, Tim.
So he will go essentially third. Then
Yeah.
all right.
he's probably taller than Sedina, I would imagine. So he can basically like hold his rifle over her if he
Right,
has to.
right.
So,
And so
Does anybody have a lantern?
So remember, this is really loose. So
I've got a
if one
flag.
of you wants one, just add it to your. Add it to your.
I've got some investigation
Yes.
equipment, so
Sedina would not have a lantern, but she
My
would ask
rabbit
for one.
occasionally can glow. I can make it glow. So.
Well, that would work.
yeah, Jasper
The-
can provide some light.
Yeah, you'll have either like a lantern or flashlights or whatever you want. Whatever you
Glowing
want.
rabbit.
Probably be a flashlight.
Excellent.
So the doctor then, and then Renee will protect everybody's backside from the rear.
Bravely leading from behind, yes.
Indeed. I'm going to watch all of your backs, so you can trust me.
Sebastian,
I
if he
really
tries
wish
to
you
run, trip him.
All right. So heading down the stairs, you see. I mean, the first thing you're going to get is you're going to get the temperature change, because I mean, it seems like you're going down a long way, and going down, you just feel that slight, warmish temperature into kind of like a subterranean thing. You get down, and at the bottom, you are looking at a cavern that has been hollowed out enough to where you can probably go like two of you wide. But it's definitely been hollowed out. This has had some work done. Why don't everybody give me a survey? I want to see let's see what we can see.
I got a 6.
6 for Jasper.
Oh,
I got a 1.
3
Yeah.
and a 1.
all right. So
Let's go, Sedena.
the 2 6s, you pick up this slight, like every once in a while, it seems like it's there, but then it's not, of this whisper. And you think, like I said, it's just like you heard something, and then you turn around and there's nothing, and then it doesn't come up in normal intervals, but it's just like every so often you're just like, it's just like, and then gone.
If you build it.
All right, I'm gonna use my sense, and I'm gonna see if I can reach out to whatever these spookies are.
Okay.
And I've got a 6 as well.
6. So
Wow.
so hearing this, you automatically assume, because of your research and because of the way that you work, your eyes start to roll back, and you want to reach out and project yourself out to kind of follow these voices. What everybody else sees is literally like Sedena, her eyes roll up, her hands go out, and she just doesn't move. She's still breathing, but she's just not moving. Sedena, your astral self flows out, and it flows down the tunnel, down this pathway, down and around, and moving, following these voices, because you now have this small tether that's just getting bigger, and you started to hear these voices more. Can you give me a focus roll?
2 1s. Both of ones.
See, part of the problem is that Renee's in front of you going, "Hey." You all right there?
So many voices. It's like
as you're going, like I said, pulling back out at the beginning, you seem like you start to think that there could be a pattern. There could be a pattern, but you're not grasping it. It's not there.
it's got to be shaven
it's
and
just-
haircut.
Yeah. So you keep going, and you get to where, you get to the end, and you see darkness, except for this green glow, and that's what you get for now. However, we need you to take a break.
Brain, got it.
And
Ow.
that brings you back to yourself. So, Renee, if you're doing the hello, that's what you come back to.
Hey! He's like right there in front of you. Come back to us.
All right, I'm here.
It's okay. I've got you. All right, you're good.
I
You're in good
really
hands.
wish you wouldn't.
So, I was gonna ask, could I pull out my bleed detector again and use it here? Is that possible?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
So you pull it out. What did we say? It was like one of the flashlight, like looking into the mouth kind of things, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you flick your little switch to turn it to the right setting, to the right light, and you do. You see the bleed. You see the bleed. Like it's not heavy. It's still like there's stuff being dragged. However, you start looking, and You go up and around and up. Huh. Why is it on the ceiling? And all the way around.
Okay, so bleed on the ceiling.
Bleed everywhere.
Oh, bleed everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Up and down this hallway.
oh boy.
Something comes up and down.
What are we looking at, Sebastian?
So Sebastian puts away his instrument and he says, like, there's bleed all over this place.
I have an ability I want to use, but I think I'm going to wait until something shows itself. So, because I only get one question I can ask.
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I think you know exactly which I'm.
I'm gonna save this for later.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't memorize it.
It's a tactician.
Nah.
But what I can do is when you're in a dangerous scenario, you may spend one nerve to ask the GM a question. How do I get to safety? What poses the largest immediate threat to my circle? Where is the target going to move next? So I'm saving that one.
On the plus side right now, you wouldn't have to because you're technically not in a dangerous situation.
Exactly. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and that one's going in the pocket.
I have an ability that might help. I'd like to use Scout, so I'll burn an intuition. And Jasper whips out his own bleed detector, which is a magnifying glass, but there's a noticeable blue, cloudy tint to the glass. It's made of angelite. And Jasper has all sorts of gemstones of varying types kind of adorned and fastened to his clothing, and this happens to be something that he uses to help his senses attune to anything otherworldly or supernatural. So I can ask what in this place might be of use to us.
So as of right now, there's nothing you can see that's going to be any use, just because they keep this pretty clear. Just because of how traveled it looks, and you're looking at your own bleed detector, you can tell that this it's a back and forth kind of thing. So as of right now, and I won't even say that you use that, because that's just it's obvious right now that there's nothing around except you guys. Okay.
Would it be better to ask one of the other questions that it provides?
If you want. What's the other question?
The other options are, what do I notice here that others do not see? And what path should we follow? I think the path we should follow, there's only one path.
There's only one path. The one thing that I can say that you notice is that among the bleed, there are two more like boot footprints, and I don't know. You don't know what those other, like, I guess you could call them footprints, but they are, it's that would be the one thing that you notice, like a set of like one person on one side, one person on another side, and then these weird looking ones in the middle. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Are you able to tell what they are?
Are the boots only headed in one direction?
The boots go both ways.
Okay, but is it possible to tell what this middle thing, if this thing was in multiple directions, or is it too weird?
So Yes, because it does. You can tell like the point of it. Like there is a point where you can see like the direction that it's going. The foot shape does kind of lend itself to a direction. I mean, like any animal would, like where it's like either claws or something like that at the ends of it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Mhm.
Fascinating. We've got some mixed company heading up and down this passageway. Then Jasper will point out the distinct sets of footprints.
When you say mixed company, are we talking about the kind of mixed company that you welcome at a bar, or is this a different sort of mixed company?
If you had to take a guess, which one would you go with?
I'm gonna guess with something that you wouldn't normally find in a bar, like maybe mixed company in the back alley, darker parts of the streets and things like that. It's just that would go with the overall of this whole place, this milieu.
Bingo. That's why we're here.
So, is there a particular shape to the odd footprints? It has like 3 toes or something like that.
Perhaps a slithering tentacle somewhere. I mean,
No, just so probably more like if you had to compare it, probably like a bird kind of claw, where it's just 2 in front, 1 in the back.
Oh, how interesting. Well, if it matters to anyone, when I sensed and sent out my aura, there was basically a whole lot of darkness and then an aura of green at the end. There were a lot of whispers that I couldn't figure out, but it seems like we're heading towards the green light.
you know what? Y'all have gotten us this far. I think
Uh-oh.
I think my boat is
Uh-oh.
just it. All right.
Did we all turn into robots? Or is that
Nope.
just me?
That's just you.
It's just you.
It's just you.
It's just you. No robots here.
Oh, did I turn into a robot?
Yes.
We
Like
can still hear you.
everybody-
We can hear you.
Everybody froze.
Oh no.
I can hear you now. You're all
Okay.
good. But for a bit there, everybody froze. I was just like,
This is
Am
not
I
the
okay?
Matrix you were
We made
thinking
so
of.
many decisions while you were working
Yeah.
that out. So yeah.
Yeah,
we
we-
already,
And we won.
yeah, we
yeah,
won
yeah.
the game. Yeah, we solved the-
We won the game.
all
We
right,
solved the
game
mystery,
over.
We one shot the boss and everything.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It's
we're
really easy.
fantastic like that.
That's my goal. I want people to one shot my bosses.
So Sedina
All right,
and
I can-
Jasper,
I
you
can
two
hear-
have led us to wonderful places so far, and I encourage you to just use your extraordinary gifts of insight and leadership to continue going.
All right.
And Sedina walks on.
Jasper's excitedly following alongside.
Timothy's just
Keeping
got his rifle, and he's occasionally glancing up
Yeah,
to make sure that there's nothing above them.
Yeah.
And Renee, of course, is bringing up the rear. He's got their backs, you know.
Somebody has played too many TTRPGs.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Or just watched Aliens.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
By the
Sedina-
way, quick side note: the new Aliens movie looks phenomenal.
I've heard it's
Anyway.
good.
I'm hoping to see it.
Sedena brings out a couple of odd implements. They're kind of look like idols or something that is, she holds out in front of her, basically as if it were a protection device.
What function does that do?
I haven't figured that out yet, but they are supposed to be of occult variety, so here's for hoping.
Experimentation by trial.
It's
Unconventional,
pretty
like I
much.
said.
The books say they work wonderfully.
Did you order some snake oil with that too?
No, I get that from a person down at the red light district.
He's just still kind of walking along, just and he's like, Renee, you're still back there, right?
I'm still here, man. I got you. It's all good, I would never leave you. I would never leave you behind, Tim. Never, ever. I leave no man behind. I'm a big follower of that creed.
Foreshadowing.
You can't hear that little gleam off of his teeth when he smiles. Ding!
So you keep going, you keep following down. And again, it's odd because while you're not going down anymore, the air seems to just be getting cooler. The voices that my two people that rolled 6 are getting just a hair louder. Renee, you start hearing them now. But yours is yours is back like when they first heard it.
Yeah.
So while they're hearing it just a little bit more clearly, yours is just the every once in a while comes by and then stop.
He's gonna spin around looking around like, who said that?
Did you remember to turn off the oven?
I always forget.
Timothy and Franklin, why don't you guys give me let's see if you can give me a focus roll.
Okay.
Oh, that worked so well the first time.
Okay.
Just
Got a 5.
All
just
right.
Timothy and Sebastian right now.
Oh, Sebastian, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oy.
Yeah, just the
I've got 2 2s.
2 twos. Okay. Timothy.
Did you get Tim?
I got a 5. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's focused, man.
So, Timothy,
He's on mission.
walking down, you start, and this probably is because of your training, because of what you've seen in war, in tacticians, in like war rooms and learning about stuff like this. You seem to see that there's a pattern going on, like some sort of like this room was made this way. Can you pin that down exactly of why it was made this way? No, but there is definitely a reason. There's definitely something that created this the way that it's laying out.
Almost as like an organization would have built this, like it was pre-planned,
Like an organization or a person with a purpose,
okay,
a specific purpose.
yeah, this isn't a random occurrence. Look at the way the walls are they're smoother now, more not as like cut straight out of the earth, like smoother, like
And you can another thing that 5 brings you is you can just be like, okay, if we started here, then we're kind of looping around to where you can kind of draw the pattern but not fully.
okay.
Does that make sense?
All right. Still feel like we're walking into a trap. This is
Yeah, that's probably because we are.
You guys are not comforting at all. Your bedside manner needs to be worked on. I mean,
shut up, Renee. or we're gonna gag you.
So
Should have brought
deeper-
Elias.
I
I
know
knew
it's
it.
the deeper and deeper you move in, the more of the tunnel you guys get familiar with, and the more the voices come at you. Now it's getting to the fact where everybody can hear like these voices. It's not loud, it's not overbearing, but it is repetitive. It is a chant, it is a prayer, it is something. Can't quite make it out as of yet, but it's there. So you know something's at the end. Let's go ahead and have everybody do me a focus roll.
Okay.
And I want to see what we all can analyze from the path.
6 here.
3.
3.
3.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got 1-6.
Okay, cool.
So bizarre. That's great.
The doctor is focused.
All right. So, for my 6s. Sedina, you know well, because of the fact in some of your books you've read about spells. You've read about otherworldly things. This seems like it's a path of some sort of spell to summon something.
Oh dear.
Sebastian, you get that too, but obviously, however you think about magic and whatever you think, about that is, you have heard of people talking about this in certain esoteric circles, just because of the job that you were in, the occupation that you were in. Doctors talk, and sometimes they talk about weird things. Sometimes it leads down weird roads. This is some sort of summoning circle. What they want to summon, we don't know. But obviously it seems to have worked.
Okay.
So it has already worked, or is it in the process of working?
So putting together the footprints and the outline, you would assume that these two humanoids have been working on this for quite a bit, and the thing in the middle is whatever they wanted to summon.
Oh dear.
Do they know we're here? Can they see us?
Nope, you can't. You haven't reached the end, so there's no this is a large, you guys have been walking for a while, like a good long while. So nobody knows anything. The chanting is still going on, so you would assume that you have not been hurt because there's no interruptions.
Okay.
All right. Between the footprints that we've seen and the type of chanting that they're doing, can I remember what kind of entity they would have been summoning?
Not quite yet. The clarity of the chanting is not quite there yet. Still got to get closer for that one.
My step is getting faster then.
Is everybody keeping up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Insofar as
Yeah.
he can stay at the back of the line and still keep up, and he's ready to hide he's ready to just disappear.
So,
Forest next trick.
so coming to, and that you're coming to the end of it now, and it doesn't, even though there's not, unless I'll give you a second. Let me put this a different way. Is there anybody before, getting to the end? Is there anybody that's going to try to be stealthy, or are you just continuing the pace that you were?
Yeah, I am focused, but I hand the lantern off to Jasper, and I am getting lower, but I'm still going as fast as I can at a stealthier pace.
Okay, so if we're going to stealth, give me high.
Do we still need the light at this point, or is there a new light that we can focus on?
All right.
So that green glow is kind of there, but it's not giving a full light. It's just kind of a back glow.
Okay.
All right. I'm
It's-
using a
it's giving-
drive.
Okay.
So
It's giving enough to where if you shut your lantern off, you'd be able to see the glow. But as for making out shapes and stuff like that,
all right. So I have no pips and hide. So I'm almost tempted to just stay back just a little bit. Maybe. So let me ask you this: do you want me to spend a drive? That'll give me a 50-50 shot. I see 2 nods.
How many drives do you have?
I have 3 now.
Oh, burn them if you got them.
Burn them.
Okay, all
They're
right.
there to be used.
Yeah, I just used my last one, so.
Okay. All right. So I will. All right. Yeah. Okay. So I need to make sure I do this right. So I'm gonna do hide. How do I? To lower? No, I want to use drive. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go on ahead and roll.
Okay.
Oh, I got a 5.
Nice.
I got a 5 too.
5,
3.
3. Anybody else
We're
hiding?
rolling to hide right now.
If you want to hide, you're rolling to hide.
I've got this. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'll roll for that.
This is something of a specialty for him. He's got a 5 as well.
Got a 5.
Okay, so you guys are coming up, and you are coming up quickly, but you are definitely still kind of keeping back a little bit. You dimmed your light. You're going off the light that green light is going. So for I don't think give me an idea of who thinks their character would have learned Latin.
I
mean,
definitely
any
would.
smidgen just for performance's sake. When you speak Latin, people are like, "Ooh, he's casting a spell," So nothing really beyond that.
Yes,
Veni,
you're really
vidi,
not
vici.
saying that correctly.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that last part. What were you?
Do you think I think you would because being a doctor, but do you think your character would have learned Latin?
Well, I would think, yeah. Most things are scientific or in Latin. I'd imagine he did.
That's what I was thinking as well. So, for anybody that has, just because, there's no reason to hide this, they are chanting in Latin.
Of course they are. That's how you summon anything. You summon it in Latin.
So
The diction is horrible.
it's not the greatest. So the two voices that you're hearing are definitely a deeper and a more, tenor, higher voice. So they're kind of would harmonize at some points and then go into a dissonance at another, harmonize again, go into a dissonance. Just like a chant would. And you see this green just kind of glow and glow, and they're off to the side of this, like whatever's glowing. Like you can't make it out exactly what it is yet. You just see the glow in front of you directly. On their knees is a third person. You can tell that this, for those of you that can speak, it's kind of, it doesn't seem like it's near an end. It doesn't seem like it's near the beginning. You seem like you're in the middle of this.
We've interrupted.
And you guys walk in, and while the chanting doesn't stop, you can see the heads of the two that are chanting just like turn, and I mean not like fully around, but turn just like a human would turn around and continue their chanting. But they do know that you're there, but they're focused, and they're holding out their hands, and all of a sudden they start speeding up. Chanting gets faster.
Yeah, guys, they're here.
Jasper will draw his revolver and say, "Hey, evening, folks. Sorry to barge in here, but we're going to have to ask you to stop."
Nope. It's like you're not even there.
Oh, okay. So, I've got one more item that I can. I'm gonna pull my service revolver, and I'm gonna shoot somebody unless someone stops me.
Go for it. I was afraid I was gonna be the first one to shoot.
Oh dear.
Great minds think alike. You were on the same page with me like that.
That would be a control. And just tell me if you're going for the one on the right or the one on the left.
Who's closest?
The person kneeling.
I was about to say, isn't there somebody kneeling in the middle too?
The person on their knees is in the middle, but as for distance, probably about the same.
Okay.
Actually, it should be a simple matter of just pulling them away from the circle. I stand up and go over to the one of the people, and do they still notice me? Are they making any reactions as I'm coming up behind one of them?
They're trying to finish what they're doing.
Okay.
This is their focus.
I'm gonna grab them by the back of their clothes and yank them away from the circle.
All right. Give me a strike.
Okay. All right.
What was your control, Sebastian?
Well, I mean, I wasn't gonna do it unless someone told me not to. So I.
Nobody said not to.
You got a 1?
All right. So
I'm not very strong.
You grab But this which one did you go to, right or left,
The
or the
left.
one in the?
I
Okay,
went to the one
so-
on the left.
Okay, so the left. This person is very bulky, very, very like they're going to stand their ground.
Oh dear.
Getting closer and looking into it, you see a beard, you see his hands, you see, the masculine appearance.
Okay. Oh,
That he
okay.
doesn't budge.
All right. So I'm gonna shoot then. So you went for the left guy. I'll shoot the right guy, and
Okay.
I'm gonna use control.
Yep.
And I'm gonna burn another die.
Burn a drive.
Okay.
I'm waiting to see what happens with that before I do something.
Makes
You and
sense.
me both. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay. Let's roll. Come on. Oh, of course. So I got a 1 and a 3.
Okay. So, with the 3, the shot goes off just a bit wide and hits the rock, and you hear it from the back, just like you would, just, and it ricochets off.
All right. Timothy wants to charge in. The big guy that Sedina tried to grab.
Okay.
He's gonna now try to. Do I see his face now?
Once you get close enough, like if you're at a run, once you get like within a good arm's reach, you do see like he's got his like mostly his back turned to you. You're coming more kind of at the side and the back.
Okay.
So you do see that he, like I said, he's got this full beard, very masculine, very heavy set, like not as in fat, but definitely muscle.
If I used my rifle to like slam it down like onto his head, would that still be strike?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I want to do that because I've got 2 dots and a focus thing or whatever in strike.
Yeah.
So-
Go right ahead.
All right. So
I will say by this time it does seem like they are, like it seems like because of the quickness that they are chanting, it does seem like they are coming to an end
okay.
of their chanting.
I
It is
got it.
coming to a climax.
I'm going to do something here before they reach that climax, but I just want to
Okay.
let everybody else do their thing.
I got
Yeah.
I got a 3 on the gilded die and a 5.
Okay. So have you burned any drives?
I 1 so far.
Okay. So the question now becomes: do you want to use the gilded to get that back, or do you want to use the 5 for the
The result.
Yeah.
I think I want to use the 5 as like the result.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so you come in and you definitely you clock it like right across the face. He turns. You can tell that you interrupted him a little bit,
Oh,
but legitimately he turns back. The line of blood that you normally see comes back. You definitely clocked him, but he's still going.
oh. All right.
So before I do my thing, what is Jasper doing?
Jasper will go ahead and line up and take a shot at the one that Sebastian was taking aim at.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
I'm going to let you do that, and then I'm going to do my prestige here.
Give me a control.
Okay, and I'll burn. If you burn a drive, can you restore it using a gilded on the same roll? Oh wow, that's cool.
Absolutely.
All right.
As long as you take the gilded result.
Right. Okay. Shoot, that's not great. How does resistance work again? If I burn a resistance, then I can reroll all the same dice.
You reroll everything that you did not spend a drive in. So
Got it.
You just reroll the base of what you have.
Okay, I think this is a worthy enough instance, so I'll try it again, just with those two. Ugh. Nope, 3's the best that I got, but I'll get that drive back.
There you go. Okay, so 3, same thing. Just miss, ricochets off the back.
You all are horrible shots.
It's been a
Says
while.
the person that in a very cartoony sort of way is like yanking on this big guy and making no progress whatsoever.
Yeah.
It is really dark.
Yeah. So I'm going to do a thing here. So I'm going to burn an intuition drive to ask the GM a question.
Ask away.
How can I leverage? This is a ritual. It's a summoning ritual. Renee doesn't normally engage in summoning rituals. He doesn't normally perform that sort of magic, but he knows what it is when he's looking at it, or at least what it appears to be. And so my question to the GM is, how can I leverage something here to my advantage? Like, if I'm trying to disrupt this ritual, what is the one little Jenga brick that I can pull out that's going to make this whole thing tumble over?
So, stepping back,
Yeah.
observing again, taking a better look, a quicker look, and a more in-depth look.
Yeah.
You see summoning on one, summoning on the other. Both their hands are free.
Okay.
Where's the guys in the middle's hands? Nobody's asked. You take a look. He's on his knees. His hands are behind him.
They're I'm sorry. They're what?
They're behind him.
Yeah. Okay.
Tied.
Yeah.
So
he needs him cut. He needs to be free. Yeah.
Maybe your Jenga piece
Yeah.
is that person in the middle that you just yoink right out.
That's what I was thinking about doing. Yeah.
Could be.
That's his best
I'm
guess, and that's
willing-
exactly what he's going to do. Yeah. He's gonna go in there and he's gonna basically free that guy.
All right.
Make sure you want to step in the circle.
Well, again, it's not you. You've already walked through the circle. This is just so they're at the edge of this. Now that you are closer, it's some sort of liquid, like thick, viscous liquid that is bubbling. It kind of looks like water. Kind of look like a non-Newtonian substance. You know, where you could sink in it, but you could also run across it. You get what I'm saying? Let's see. Why don't you give me...
So these are slime influencers?
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, the only one that really works is strike. Even though you're not, trying to...
Could I
Or
argue?
move.
I mean,
or move.
Control, you could finesse.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Finesse,
right.
or something like
Yeah.
that, or
Go ahead. I'll take control.
Okay.
To pull them back and maybe get rid of the restraints.
Could I give him an extra die for this? Do you need it?
I do. If you can give me an extra die, I would love it.
Okay.
Go for
So,
it.
all right. So if I do that, that means I've burnt all my drives.
Okay, well, I've got drives to burn, so I can actually use this myself. So I don't need you to actually burn your drive for me. So I'm going to just burn one of my own drives to do this. I'm going to roll first, and then I can add a drive.
Go for it.
Okay, definitely adding a drive. Okay, that's a 3. Is it possible for me to spend another drive if I have it? or is one drive all I can spend?
Yeah, well, I mean, you can spend it, but normally it's before. I'll give it to you this time.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll that one more.
Okay. Yeah, that's no good. So,
So you do start. I mean, while it is a failure, it's not a complete failure. Yeah. You do move him a little bit, but they definitely are. They definitely are kind of watching you now. So throughout all this, they sped up. They're getting into the end of it, to where in the end you hear the Latin for.
Tried, guys.
Y'all
you
did.
hear the Latin for those of you who speak it clearly. Welcome, envy. And the bubbles are now, it's like a boiling, brewing thing, and up from this comes this creature, and this creature has this long beak. It's a blackened, like bird-like skull, but with a long body. Its legs go down into these reversed knees, kind of walking creature with piercing green eyes. The arms that come out are these, and it is full arms of just these long claws at the end of these fingers. And it looks around, and I need everybody. Let's see.
Ah, shit.
Everybody give me a focus roll.
Six, not
God,
on the.
the dice are being awful to me.
2.
Also 6.
I got a 5.
Okay. So my two sixes. You feel something come over you. You feel that as you look around, you start looking at what people have, and it's not fair. Why do they have really cool things? Why do they have the stuff that you need? You think that for but a second, and you shake yourself out of it. My 5, same thing. But in order for you to shake yourself out of it, I need you to take a break. But you shake yourself out of it just as quickly. My 2 failures. Everybody else has something you want, and you have to get it.
It's mine, my own.
Would I be able to use my tactician ability now, or is it too late?
You can use it, yeah, sure.
Okay. Then I guess asking my question, I guess there's probably no way to like shake myself out of this. Just I'm seeing this creature appear, and
so what was read your thing again?
Sure. When you're in a dangerous scenario, you may spend 1 nerve to ask the GM a question. How do I get to safety? What poses the largest immediate threat to my circle? Where is the target going to move next? So,
okay. So I will say that because of you digging down and using this, I will, you can spend your nerve.
Okay.
You will take a brain and a bleed also.
Okay.
Oh,
Alrighty.
Knock yourself
Fair.
out of it.
All right.
However, Renee, the pretty things that everybody else has, how it could so work in your show.
Oh yeah.
There's no monster. There's
no
nothing
monster.
else there. There's nothing else there except these people with your stuff.
They need to give it all to me right now. That vial thing, and there's those things that Sedina was holding out in front of her, and all that stuff. I need it all for my next show. It's mine.
brain.
You must give it to me.
Take a brain.
Okay.
Renee,
That's
your
where you
eyes
are,
awful,
right?
your eyes are awful green all of a sudden.
Yep. And that's what you guys see. You see Renee's eyes glow the green. The same green that the monster has. The chanting is stopped, and they haven't moved because they are in awe of what they bring. The man in the middle, right now, there's no movement. There's no movement from the monster. You have what you have right now.
I have another ability called Adrenaline Rush. For each mark you take, you may immediately refresh a drive point of your choice. So would I be able to? So I have only one drive left in Cunning. So would I be able to add back two more drives in Cunning?
If that's an ability, absolutely.
Okay.
You just took 2 marks.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Is he still able to act? Or is
Everybody can do what they want. You're all free. Nobody's movement is impeded. You're all free to go.
How far is the creature from me?
So you ran up to the gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
So he was right at the edge of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this creature came up out of the middle. So probably about, I'm gonna say, about 10 to 15 feet.
Okay. Because his thought would be shoot at it. So I think he's gonna just raise his rifle and just take a shot at it. So that is control then. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And I want to spend a drive.
Yes, sir.
So that gives me an extra die then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me do this, and then I need to add. Okay, so I'm gonna roll that, and I got a 6 and a 3.
All right. Either one of those gilded that you want to use?
No.
All right,
no,
perfect.
but the 6 was on the drive. So.
All right. So as your training has taught you, you slow your breathing, you focus, and you aim, just like you have in any other scenario. Slowly pull back the trigger. Gun shoots. Dead target, dead center. The thing screams out, cries out, just screams. You hit it. It definitely felt it. But it's still there. You see where you shot, like you see the green light come from inside, and just that same ooze that it's came up out of just dripping from the shot. So you know it can be hurt. Is it because of what you have loaded? Who knows? But you know it can be hurt.
It, so.
Exactly.
I couldn't resist. So.
Yeah.
So, after seeing this, right?
Hmm.
I want to see. I mean, since Sebastian is a doctor, like obviously this isn't human, but I'm thinking maybe he could spot something about the creature now that it's been shot that no one else has.
Yeah, give me a focus roll. I mean, inspect, analyze, remember. Yeah, give me a focus roll.
Okay. Come on, I need something. Oh, I got 2 5s.
Nice. Okay, so looking into it, looking at this I guess you can call it like an Aryan beast. Just, for the mix of humanoid slash bird slash whatever you're looking at. Obviously you're not going to know the full background of what it is, but you can tell that where it was shot definitely hit, but it didn't seem like it hit anything vital. Okay, you obviously can see from back here. You can see it breathe, so you know it breathes. You can see that it moves, so it has to have some sort of mind that controls the parts. Obviously, it has to eat because you're assuming that they summon it for it to feed to get stronger. So it does have the capability of getting stronger and becoming more. It seems like right now the stage that it's in might be kind of an in-between stage. Maybe what you're looking at might be more like maybe it started off as bones, then maybe some muscle. Now we're getting into some skin. You know what I'm saying? So you've got layers that it's building, if that makes sense.
Okay. So it's got layers, bones, and whatnot. We know we can hurt it. Can I tell if it's severely wounded or just slightly wounded?
With that roll, you can tell that it's definitely not. It is definitely wounded, but it's not slightly or severe. It's kind of in the middle. So it's just it definitely hit its mark. Definitely did some damage, but just enough to show you that it can get hurt. That it hasn't brought on that much power to be invulnerable to things.
All right. So I was gonna say I'll alert the group like it's hurt. We can damage it. So I have a pistol. I was gonna fire at it too. See if that could.
Give me a control.
All right. Come on. 1. Okay.
So you aim, and you said it's a pistol or a revolver.
Well, it's. Yeah, I'll go with the revolver.
Okay, so you take a shot. Hammer falls. Nothing happens.
Ooh.
Just one of those bullets that sometimes are dead. So.
All right, I just thought of something. Is the person that was tied up? He's still in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Renee is standing over him because he started moving it, but now Renee is looking at everybody with hungry eyes.
Yeah.
So
Is the person in the middle? Is he the person that we were looking for?
from what you can tell.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to change my focus. I'm going to push my way in between Renee and the gentleman in the center, and I'm going to take out a knife and start cutting his bonds.
Okay. Renee, that's a pretty knife. You need that. Can you make a strike roll, please?
Me make a strike roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to take that knife.
If I don't have any dots, any pips in strike, how do I do that?
You just roll it and take the lower roll.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, roll
Okay.
2 dice, take the lower.
Okay, that's a 4. You know, when I'm doing a terrible thing, you know, I roll high.
I knew you would betray me someday.
So
Give it to me.
Christina, Renee reaches for the knife. Renee, I'm going to need you to take a body because what you grabbed was the blade.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, no, yeah. All
Like,
right.
you need it. You
Yeah.
need it.
He doesn't really care which part. Yeah, he's just
Exactly.
grabbing for it. Yeah,
You need it.
got it.
Yeah. I don't think we need more
Sedina-
blood in this situation.
Give it to me, Sedina. Give it to me.
Sedina, give me a sway and see if you can't convince Renee.
Roll high.
Should I already tell you that I'm not good at this?
That's fine.
3.
So you are lashing out like obviously you would because you're mad and that, and he's just not listening and he wants that knife. So give me a control, both of you, to hang on to it.
Okay.
Whoever has the higher control gets the knife.
Not 2.
2.
3. It's mine.
You just
So-
you've acquired knife.
You do realize that butterflies will drink blood if they have opportunity, so I suggest you cover that up.
He's
You
not
don't
even
care.
paying attention.
You got
He's
the
doing
knife.
the golden
That was my
dance of,
sway
"It's
roll."
mine."
Could Jasper, seeing this, try to come in and like leap on the back of Renee and try to wrest the knife back?
Absolutely. You want to do?
I am fulfilling my part
You
here.
want to do control?
Yes, please.
All right.
So-
we'll do control.
Chaos.
I've got a question.
Go for it.
In this game, can we do like group actions? Is that a thing?
Sure.
Okay, I wanna run in and help too.
Okay. How would you like to help? What would are you gonna try to grab one side and Jasper grab the other?
So like I could do like a arm lock, like try to get Renee in a hold of some kind, and
Yeah.
Sebastian, you could try to come up and then try to safely take the knife away.
Yeah. So I imagine, like, since Sebastian he has been a doctor in a war zone or whatnot, he's had this type of stuff happen before, right?
Mhm.
So there's certain procedures in place, right?
Mhm.
So you said Jasper run up behind him. I'll come up, grab his arms, right, and shake the knife out of him. I'm thinking that's how this is gonna roll.
All right.
And pull him out of the way to
All right.
allow Sedona to continue on.
All right. Both of you roll me a control.
I'm gonna burn 2 drives because this seems
Go for it.
really important.
Yeah, you know what? I only have 1 in control, so I'm gonna burn a die here.
All right,
Go for it.
Okay.
I'll take a 6 on the non-gilded die.
Perfect.
Oh, I got a 6.
Whoa.
It's okay.
Okay. Renee, is there a way? What is your control?
I got one pip in control.
1 pip. Okay. Do you have any drives?
I do. You want me to spend drive for that too?
No. I think for this one, you're going to get close enough to two people that you might see something else that you like. And there are two people, so you're probably going to be overpowered. You guys do overpower and get the knife back, so Sedina, you can continue on with cutting the bonds. You do make quick work of it because it is just rope. So
Yay, I win.
it doesn't take that long. And he looks up to you, and to be honest, I don't remember if I gave him a name in the previous episode because I
John Jeweler.
because I didn't write it down, but I do have a name now. So from now on, his name is Solomon. He looks at you. He goes, "Oh, thank you. I thought the worst. This is, well, no time to explain right now. Just at least we can harm it. So let's get to work."
I suggest you shut up and let's run.
I can't leave that thing alive.
My compatriots are more than capable of taking care of that. Our job is to see you safely. Let's go.
Run. Get him out of here.
So he will cooperate. He's not going to be happy about it, but he's going to complain all the way. But
It's fine. I'll tell him more facts.
Let's see. Renee.
Yeah.
There are two people,
Yes.
and they have a hold of you.
Yes.
So you can't do much,
Hmm.
but both of them do have a gun,
Oh,
and you want it.
Okay.
Right, Renee? This is just like what happened last week. Let's just take it easy.
So
I would like to use sleight of hand to at least try to steal it away from them, or slip their grip, something like that. You know, I feel like he's a Houdini.
I'll give you a hide roll for that.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
absolutely.
I'm really good at that, so hopefully this will give me a chance to succeed.
Yeah.
All right, so I got a 5.
Oh,
5.
ooh.
All right. Well, so
I got your gun. I got your gun.
so you do kind of, Sebastian, you do feel that he kind of slips a little bit, but then you kind of regain a little bit of what you had. But so Sebastian, or not Sebastian, but Renee, I will need you to take a body, just because of the fact that he had to tighten up his grip, and maybe, kind of gives you that little bit of, maybe pops your shoulder out of place.
Yeah.
But but you do have
His gun.
you have his gun.
All right. So, does Sebastian notice it? Does he realize he's lost his gun?
So I would assume when you went to help that you're using both hands, so you had to put your gun away.
Yeah.
So as of right now, because both of your hands are on his body, you can't really tell. But I will give you a focus to see, because
unless Renee just proclaims it out loud.
Oh yeah. And he's like, I got your gun.
okay. Well, if he wants to proclaim it instead of then he's got your gun.
He's overjoyed. He took your gun from you.
Now, obviously, it's still down. It's still down here. So if he shot it, it's probably going to shoot you in the foot. But he's got it.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't wrestle away from him. Might go off.
Yeah.
Renee has got a gun.
That's right.
So I'm gonna. So, does anyone have something in sway? Right. This is not anybody. No.
I don't. That's my one.
I actually have a gilded in Sway.
So I want to see if we can possibly talk him down or distract him or something. Like something nice and shiny. I don't know.
If I didn't want to waste my turn, I would turn around and just club him with the rifle. But I don't want to waste my turn taking a shot at this thing. So, because normally he'd be like, "Stop it." I don't know if I should. Maybe I should.
Nobody's tried just to, you know.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I'm just gonna turn around and pop him with the rifle.
You're gonna ruin his moneymaker right here.
Yeah.
This is his whole thing.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna roll my strike,
Yep.
and I'm gonna burn a drive.
Go for it.
And
You don't want to convince him that he needs the green blood?
I got a 4 on the gilded, and then 2 4s.
Okay.
4s all around.
Yep.
All right.
Ooh.
So take back a drive because
Okay.
you obviously if they're all 4s, then you're
Mhm.
going to use the gilded.
Yep.
What do I do?
Renee, stop it.
So with that, because 4's mixed success. So with that success, Renee, I need you to give me a focus roll.
Okay.
How many dots do you have in focus? 1. I will give you another dot because you are being aided by a friend.
Awesome.
Okay? But nobody's burning a drive. I'm just giving you this because
Yeah.
you're being aided to knock the fuck out of it.
I've got a 6 on my focus roll.
Ah.
Perfect.
Like I said, when it comes to doing terrible shit, he's rolling high.
No, this
He's
is
gonna
actually
be. He's a real
this
big
is-
cat in
this
this.
is good. No. This is good for you.
Yeah.
You wanted high. You didn't want low.
Yeah.
So, Renee, all of a sudden you're just like, wait, why am I don't need this? What is... And then all of a sudden you look
It's not
up
really
and you
that
go,
great of a gun after all.
you look up and you see this thing
Yeah. Oh my God! What is that?
while your friends have you by the arm.
Yeah, and he goes into full scrambling cat mode.
So-
You know?
So you guys who are holding him, you see the green just dim from his eyes.
Oh, there he is.
Oh my God! Look at that!
No.
Guys, let me go!
Moving around.
So it's at this point that the 2 on the sides have now started coming towards you. Not like menacingly, but just walking. And they're looking at you. And their eyes are that green, but it's a little different. It doesn't seem like the lighter green from Renee. It seems like a darker green kind of fading into a different color, kind of fading into a different spectrum.
Uh-oh.
So it seems like it's just a darker hue.
I think I want to use my tactician now.
Okay. Go ahead.
And what poses the largest immediate threat? Which one?
Okay. So the largest immediate threat is the monster.
Okay. All right.
Okay. That is the immediate threat.
Okay.
However, looking and using your mind, as you know, it can be hit and it can be hurt, so it can be destroyed. Obviously, they probably don't want it destroyed, but you do seem that something connects them to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever I'm
So-
able to, whenever my turn is, I'm gonna shoot
We're
at it
gonna
again.
we're gonna do a little talkie, and then we'll
Sure.
get right into it.
All right.
So they look at the group of you, and Sedina, you haven't made it too far, so you and Solomon both hear this. They look at you, and they're not speaking in Latin anymore. They look at you, but simultaneously they say, "You are ruining our plans." So now taking a look at them, give me focus. For those that are looking at faces and body and just of the two.
So, do you want everyone to do that?
Yeah, if you're looking at these two that are talking.
Okay.
I'm trying to get out.
Okay.
No, I'll burn a drive on that.
Got a 4.
I have 5.
Wow. Okay. I got a 2 and a 6.
2 and a 6. Okay. Tim, were you looking at the two talking, or were you more concentrating on the...
Concentrating on the monster.
Okay, so for those of you looking at them, obviously you guys do get some sort of success. So taking a look back and forth, you see some similarities, okay? Whether it be a facial structure or, eye shape or whatever, you could assume for the lower successes, like the 4s and 5s, that they're probably related. The 6, the 6, Sebastian, I'm assuming you're going to use your 6. You're a doctor. You're a doctor. You've seen twins.
Okay.
These are twins.
Okay.
Evil twins.
All right. So
I just wanted to give you that. We're gonna continue on real quick. Okay.
All right.
We have worked, and it's this chilling like stereo sound, because they're on both sides of you. So you're getting the deeper voice from one side, the tenor voice from the other. So this weird, just like stereo sound coming in your ears, and it's just straight like monotone. Like they are here for a purpose, and their purpose is this, and it just continues on. We have been working so hard to build this place, and you of the Candela Obscura cannot leave us alone. We know better than to say more than what we are about to, but you will not stop us. You may slow us down, but soon enough we'll bring all 7 of them back to let loose on this world. And that's when they stop talking, and you hear this roar from the monster. Back to you guys.
Okay.
To the jeweler, I say, crocodiles can run like horses, so I just suggest you do the same. And I push them a little further along.
Yeah.
What? No, we need to...
So
and he's fighting you, but he's going.
yeah. So
He knows when he doesn't have anything to help.
yeah. So Dr. Cooper is like, maybe it's. He yells out, maybe it's a good time for us to get out of here. We've got what we came for. Let's just get out of here.
It's like, you're the ones with the guns. I suggest you use them.
Tactical retreat?
Whenever I'm able to, I'm going to take another shot at it.
I think
You
Okay.
take a shot whenever.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll
Yep.
If
follow.
you need an extra drive on that, I got one to give you. So
That would be great,
Go
actually.
for it.
I'll follow Timothy's lead and also take a shot.
Okay, so I'm going to add...
So do I get my gun or my pistol?
Yeah,
back?
yeah.
Okay.
You get it back.
yeah, he dropped it. He was like, "What am I doing with this?"
Adding in the
You-
drive,
I'm a pacifist.
and I got a 5 and a 4.
Okay. So hit. However, the scream hit this. So the hit goes, and the scream is so powerful and so loud that it echoes in your mind, and the blood, because while they were talking, this thing may have gotten just a little bit closer. The blood sprays back at you. I need you to take a bleed.
Anime style.
And Jasper also rolled a 5 on the
Nice.
Gilded.
5, perfect. Jasper, same thing. Right after that shriek happens, then yours hits. Again, good shot, solid shot. The scream comes in, echoes into your head. I need you to take a break.
All right. So now it's my turn.
Okay.
You're gonna pick up your gun and do the same thing.
I got a 3.
Oh, this is not your milieu. That's what this is. It's not
No.
not a patient lounge or anything like that. You're not a combat doctor.
No.
So the gun goes off, just misses. However, the reaction from that bullet that was still stuck in there that you didn't have time to remove kind of backfires. I need you to take a body.
Okay.
So this thing
Now-
has taken 3 solid shots
Now,
from bullets.
now
and
that's
it's still
that's what I was gonna tell
Yeah.
Sebastian. Yes, while you just took a body because of the blowback of this dud bullet, you are continually looking, and I'm just gonna leave it as continually looking at this creature, kind of studying it, because I'm assuming you're doing you're a doctor.
Yeah.
This thing is haggard now. Like I said, it's in like in the between stages of being fully powerful and just being revived or coming into existence. You think another volley should take it out.
Okay. So let me ask you this. I want to try to refresh my one of my drive points here. I want to do a read on the monster, see if I
Yeah.
can get maybe a little bit more information out of him. Is that possible?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Okay. I got a 1 and a 2, but I'll take the 1. Golly.
Is that your gilded?
Yeah. I mean,
That's fine.
it doesn't matter. Both of them are 1 and a 2. They're both
It's hard to read this creature. So.
nothing makes sense at all. This is not adding up at all physiologically.
Nothing right now. There are some clues that might come up later, but as of right now, nothing's clicking.
All right. Well, Renee has a gun. It's a very shiny gun. It's his gun.
Okay.
And so of course it's got his name embossed on it and everything.
Pretty.
And he's gonna pull it out and he's gonna take a shot with his 1 pip and control.
Good.
And that's a 6.
Oh.
So he comes through. He's like, "Bam!"
All right.
Where does
Okay.
Renee store his gun on his person?
Yeah, we should have let him have the gun all along.
Hey, he was worried about everybody else's stuff, not the stuff that he had on him. So with this shot, the shot goes up and hits like right
It's a
dead.
headshot.
Yeah, right dead between the eyes,
Yeah.
on top of the beak. Like, beak comes out, eyes are here, like right here. This thing definitely, like, it can't take much more. Like, you can see, now everybody can see, this thing is just, it's breathing heavy, it's laboring, it's just like, at this point, it has no energy. And you see it start going back down into the goo.
Am I able to take another shot?
I'll give everybody one more shot.
All right. And I'm definitely burning to drive.
Yeah, me too.
Finish it off, Tim.
I'm actually going to burn 2 drives.
Double tap.
Yeah.
This is your moment.
A 6 and a 1 and a 1.
Take the 6.
Yeah, taking the
The
6.
The 6, just like right on target. Just another one. The screen comes out like it's like
I want a
this thing's-
headshot.
this thing is- yeah. You don't want to be upstage. Your bullet went right where Renee's.
Yeah, you don't want to be upstage by the magician.
Oh, hell no.
All right,
You're
enough
just
Robin Hooding
You're
it.
just like, I needed a target. That's what I needed. Anybody else? Take a shot.
Yep. Taking
Go
another
for it.
shot. Burning to drive. A 4.
Definitely hits. Definitely, like, as it's going down, center mass, another hit. Do take a bleed, though.
Okay.
Ooh.
Mixed successes hurt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That burns.
So, okay. Given the situation, does it look like? Can he tell with with a read or something like that this thing is on its? It is dead, or is it still alive, or is there any way to tell that? Like you said, it's sinking. You said it's wailing. You said it's on its last legs. I mean,
Give me a focus.
okay.
If the good doctor would like to take another shot, I will contribute a drive.
That's a 3. So
Ooh.
So, as you can tell right now, it is it is knocking on death's doorstep.
yeah,
If not already there and succumbing to the. Even if it is going down, you can't possibly think that it's going to get like any sort of like healing or something. But you don't obviously know what this is.
right. Well, then what he's going to do is he's going to use his magnetic personality to basically threaten our 2 twins here into basically allowing us to, leave. Because their manifestation of demonic envy here is now dead. I'm sure they aren't happy about that, and he's going to use his gun, wave it in front of them, and basically like, do you want this too? You want some of this as well? You know, type of thing. You're gonna let us leave. Yeah.
So they're just looking out at the creature going down and looking at you, going, "We do not fear death."
Oh. Okay. Figures. That's fine.
Doctor, did you want to take a shot, or are we letting it go at this point?
You gotta
Well,
drive.
I've shot how many times, and I have not hit once.
3.
His hand just can't stop shaking.
I just,
That's
you know,
not good for a doctor.
at this point, I don't think it's a good idea to.
Okay.
Fourth is not the charm. I don't think it's gonna get any better.
So the thing sinks back down, and you hear its final. You can call it its death gurgle, death roar, death whatever sound that it's making, and you see the light just dim. Is that a good sign? Is that a bad sign? You don't know. So, right.
It's good
So-
until the lair starts burning down.
Yeah. I think it's time to run.
Nothing is shaking. Nothing is.
No boulders
Nothing-
or anything.
Nothing seems like it's unstable.
The columns just start falling.
Let's go.
Where did these columns come from?
The twins at the two sides kind of just go down, come back up, and it's just like,
Well,
You're on your own, fellas. Let's go.
Right. Exactly.
Timothy-
Renee's already
just-
gone. He's already
yeah.
disappeared.
Timothy's
Oh,
just
so
bringing
you-
up the rear at this point.
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
oh,
he's
okay. So
already
you guys,
out.
so basically what they do is once the monster went down and the light dimmed, you see them just kind of slouch over and close their eyes. I'm assuming you guys take that time to just.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you guys hoof it.
Mhm.
Okay. We'll leave them. We'll leave them.
Could I do
So-
one last thing
Sure.
on the way out?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Would this count as a crime scene at this point?
I think
I guess
so.
it's
why
I feel
not?
like you would.
Why not?
Yeah. Could I do a quick look around? Oh, this may not apply, but I just want to see if there's any kind of item or relic or anything that we could grab on the way out to take back with us.
By all means.
Okay.
Go for it.
And I'm gonna burn.
Always loot, right?
Yep. I'm gonna burn a last drive, and I'll let you tell me if this would apply or not. But I have inspection. I have experience examining crime scenes when I make a survey roll to gather evidence about what might have happened in this location. Gild an additional die. This doesn't
Yeah.
feel like this. Yeah.
Why not?
Sweet. Thank you. Oh yeah, I got a 6.
Perfect. So it seems like while it's not strewn about in the actual scene, I mean, you've got more than enough time. You were just like you were looking at this going, huh, something's going on. You take a look at both of the two twins, and something catches your eye. Something in their pocket. It's yours now. It's a book.
Yes.
What's he got in his pockets?
So
Book.
Yep.
so it's a book. Obviously, I don't think you're gonna spend the time to see what it is right there.
Later.
So you just kind of it's literally like I'm gonna say about like Gideon's Bible, kind of big. Not
Yeah.
not really tiny, but like journal, Gideon's Bible kind of thing.
It says English to Latin.
Yeah. Nope, that's not what it says.
Yeah. I'll book
So,
it.
you
But
guys,
it is in Latin.
you guys book it, and by this time, yes, Sedina, you have made your way, but these guys are. I mean, you do hear their footsteps coming as well. So,
If I do see any odd things, trinkets, trash, whatever, I'll probably pick it up.
no, just the same tunnel. Like it was clear when you went down. Nobody walked it going back up. So
I
you
didn't.
guys, yeah. So you guys make it out. Obviously, Elias is still there.
I go over and I untie him.
By this time, yes, he's still there.
Yeah.
He's got wide eyes because he's just like, this doesn't happen. And you guys, I'm assuming you guys are just stuck.
I promised him
So-
I wouldn't let harm come to him.
So by this time, you
Going
guys
to tie him.
Untie
move
him.
it out, and you guys head back and make your way towards headquarters, towards the base of operations.
All right.
Awesome.
So when you get back to base, Jasper, you get time to pull that book out, and there's no title, no author. You open it up, it is a journal.
I'm gonna go walk up to Sedina or seek her out wherever she's at.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have there?
Oh, it's just a little something I found. You did pretty good for a first day. I think you've earned a little something.
Ooh. Oh,
So-
this will be interesting.
So, Sedina, you do kind of start flipping and looking at some of the pages. It is a journal. It does seem to be handwritten. However, it is in some sort of cipher.
Ooh, even better.
Exactly.
All
So,
right. So if you guys don't mind, I want to pull Solomon off to the side and examine him, take a look at him, make sure he's okay.
okay. So, let me do this like real quick because I don't want Renee to miss out on too much. So, Renee, what's going to happen is obviously you guys are going to be congratulated. You guys are going to get some, basically some rest, some time to get, patch back up. You're not, Sedina, you're not going to completely break the cipher, but you got it started. Between what you decode and what Solomon tells your circle is that these two individuals, these two twins, are trying to awaken the seven sense. You just met Envy.
I got intimate with Envy, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So as
Wow.
for that is what they're trying to bring.
Awesome.
Now, obviously they're working with Aeons, but in what capacity, we're not too sure because we will have to find that out at a later date, which is why I want to keep it open, which is why I want to have some backup just in case we come back when I have more time.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Thank you
So
very much.
I didn't want you to miss out on that, but yes,
Thank you.
I did want to make these monsters the seven deadly sins.
Nice. Awesome.
So
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I've got to get going, but it's been great. Thank you so much.
perfectly fine. Thank you for joining.
Okay.
Thank everybody for joining. Thank you for allowing me to run this. Please make sure you follow everybody. Make sure that you look up on the channel and where everybody can put their. I mean, they have their stuff. Hit the like, hit subscribe. By all means, watch the 2 episodes. Watch the other episodes of every game that Mr. Bothra has running, because they're all just as fun as this one.
All right.
Anything else you would like to say, Mr. Bothra, since this is your channel?
Nope. I'm good. We have more stuff coming up, and we will tell everybody about that. But why don't we just wrap up for the evening? And again, thank you, Ray. That was a fun game, and I look forward to hopefully trying this again sometime. So
Absolutely.
that was
Thank
great.
you. Thank
good
you
night,
all.
good night, everybody. We will see you all soon. Bye.